Isn't this just a League of Legends version of Hatsune Miku? Hi and welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this week's Figure News Fix. We will be taking a look at skill figure pre-orders between 17th to 22nd of April 2023. This is a very chill week as well. Barely a dozen skill figures on pre-order. April has been pretty cool so far. Every week, barely any figures on pre-order. Perhaps everyone is mourning the passing of Miyazono Kaori and most recently I from Oshinoko. Anyways, by the time you're watching this video today, I am already on a vacation, but no worries, I will reply to comments as usual and there are stuff scheduled for the coming weeks. Yeah. So I'm filming this on a Friday. In case there are any new skill figures on a Saturday, tomorrow maybe I'll speed edit this video and stuff things in, but now, as usual, we jump into AmiAmi.com and take a quick look at the rankings on top. In second place, there is a B-Style 1x4 skill, a character from this series called Ayakashi Triangle. I think that was a seasonal anime? Yeah. In third place, there is Pop-Up Parade L size, that is about 1x7 skill, Kuma Bear, and in sixth place, we have I from Oshinoko, 2 consecutive weeks in the top 10. Last week was second place. Quite an achievement, but at the same time, these past couple of weeks there are barely anything on pre-order, so yeah. And that about rounds up the top 10, nothing else. Alright, and at the time of recording, 22nd of April, there are no skill figures on this day. On the 21st of April, there is only one single skill figure here on AmiAmi.com. There are another 3 or 4 out there actually on pre-order this day. Maybe it is in the AmiAmi adult goods section, yeah, 18 plus section. But anyways, I'll make use of Nin game later to show you guys. Engage Kiss, Kisara Devil version 1x7 skill from Furyu, almost 30,000 yen. Engage Kiss is actually a seasonal anime, I think was from last autumn, late last year if I'm not mistaken. This anime aired together with Licorice Recoil and both were from the same studio if I'm not mistaken. This is actually great seasonal anime. If you have not watched Engage Kiss, it is something I can actually recommend. Not the best thing in the world, but fairly entertaining from start to end. Yeah, I can recommend this one. However, for this specific figure over here, let's not even mention the price of almost 30,000 yen. I don't think I can recommend this figure at all. If you have watched the anime, I think you can understand why I'm saying this. When you're looking at all these official product photos, this doesn't look like something Furyu makes. It looks like something that is made by a lower tier figure company. I can't think of any examples yet at the moment. Yeah, how do I put it? The sculpts are not very well defined, like there is a lacking of detail all over the figure. This figure over here, the face doesn't look like Kisara that much to me. I'm not too sure why. Maybe it has something to do with the face expression or the eyes, because the eyes over here look kind of dead to me. Like, you know, when an anime character is dying and then the shine in their eyes will slowly go away. Yeah. It looks like that to me in these photos. I'm not sure if it is a problem with the figure or a problem with the photography work on these product photos or a combination of both factors. Yeah, Kisara, she is different in her normal human mode or schoolgirl mode and her devil mode, but this still looks a bit odd to me. Like from this angle over here, it looks even worse. Yeah. So never mind 30,000 yen, even for 25,000 yen, I find this figure a tough sell. I find it hard to recommend, yeah. And being a seasonal anime, eventually she will be forgotten. That is the sad part. Yeah, unless the anime gets a second season. But no, I don't think I can recommend this figure at all. Now we jump into ningame.com for a quick second. So you'll see on top here, there are 2 figures, well, the same figure, Nikan Shoujo original character Mio Kosaka 1x6 scale by Insight X-Rated Figure Company. I can't put it on screen, but go and check out the figure. I like this one a lot. Very nice, delicious. Okay, and then further down, we have Thea 1x4 scale. Let's have a look over here. So this is original character Thea 1x4 scale limited edition. Starexva Studio. This is a 1x4 scale, and this is about 100,000 Japanese yen, if I'm not mistaken. What is this in US dollar? But anyways, this is about 106,000 Japanese yen, yeah. And there is a cheaper version over here, yeah, 97,000 yen. Why the discrepancy over here? One page is in US dollars, the other page is in Japanese yen. But anyways, yeah, this is the cheaper version, 97,590 yen. And the more expensive version is 106,000 yen, yeah. So this is not cheap, but at the same time, this figure looks fabulous, yeah. And I can totally understand why this is so expensive, other than the fact that this is 1x4 scale, you're getting a unique base over there. The overall premise and the setup of this figure, yeah, to me, is it overpriced? I would say it is a little overpriced. Maybe this should be 70,000, 70,000 yen tops, but this is from a small company, not like freeing a huge company, so maybe they are marketing their products as a more premium one, right? And very limited, so 90 plus, 100 plus thousand yen. But if you have the money to fork out for this figure and you're willing to take a bit of risk, I mean, we barely know anything about this figure company, right? This figure might be worth giving a shot for, yeah, because I really like what I'm looking at over here. I like this figure, but there is no way I can afford this, and I won't pay 100,000 yen for a figure anyways. I would rather spend that money on a camera, on a lens, I don't know, yeah. The next one here, this is also an original character, Tsukimichi Furyu, limited bonus version by Frog and Native. 271 US dollars, that is about 36,000 yen I think, but this is a 1x5 scale figure, yeah, 33 centimeters tall at 1x5, so not too bad. And when you factor in the very fact that Native is one of the best X-rated figure brands in the anime figure market, yeah, not too bad the pricing, to be honest. This pic is safe enough to bring up on the screen. And this character design, yeah, not my type of X-rated figure. Not to my own personal taste, right? And these figures, right, Native figures in general, if you want one, you better pre-order it because it will be very difficult to find after release. Not impossible, but difficult. You need to put in effort to search for it. So if you want a peace of mind, yes, pre-order this one, either on Ninin Game or any other website offering her. Maybe Native Store itself, but Native Store, they don't ship to every countries, yeah. And one last figure on this day, yeah, this one over here, Nekomata Basti Girl 1x6 scale by Lovely. Lovely is a Chinese figure brand. And I can't bring that figure on screen as well because, yeah, it is very nude, very not safe for work. So go and check out this figure on your own. Yeah, and if you like it, pre-order it because X-rated figures, they usually hold on their value pretty well, right? You don't see them bargain bin. Now we are back to this page. We go down to the 20th of April. There are 4 figures over there. 5 figures, alright? The first one here from Ayakashi Triangle, we have a freeing B style, 1x4. Matsui Kazamaki Bani version, 38,500 yen. Typical price for 1x4s nowadays. Ayakashi Triangle should be a seasonal anime. I remember seeing that name in anime torrent download sites. Yeah. So I know nothing about this character. I did not watch the anime. Wasn't really interested after I tried the first episode. So this isn't something I would buy. And even if I knew nothing about the character, this character doesn't stand out in any way. Yeah, it is kind of a boring looking character. The other girl over there looks much nicer, but I think that is partly because of that ass over there. And I like this kind of hairstyle among girls with short hair, yeah. Nice rear end, but yeah, I like the other girl more. So this isn't something I would buy. Up next, from To Love Through Darkness, we have a 1x6 scale figure of Yuki Mikan dress shirt version. Just call it plain shirt version. Why call it dress shirt, right? Buy hobby stock for 22,000 yen. Yeah, 1x6 22k might seem like a value purchase, but this is a very short lolly character. She is the main character's little sister, Immortal. So her height is 24 centimeters, yeah. 1x6 scale, but the size is more like 1x7. 22k is okay, but I wouldn't pay more than 20,000 yen for this, to be honest. 22,000 yen is close enough because this is such a plain, simple figure, right? Nothing much going on. And really, there are so many choices of Yuki Mikan figures in the figure market, just that a lot of them are pretty rare and expensive given how popular this franchise is. Yeah. So this is just another option to you guys, for you guys who collect To Love Real Darkness. I'm skipping this one as well. Up next, we have Pop-Up Parade L series. This one is about 1/7 scale in dimension. Kuma 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 Bear Punch Yuna. By Good Smile, 7,480 yen. This is also standard price for Pop-Up Parade L, normally 8,800 yen. Well, with Pop-Up Parades, I know that I normally don't encourage you guys to pre-order it, and I would say my advice applies to this figure as well. However, at the same time, I reviewed the smaller Pop-Up Parade before of this figure of Yuna, the smaller one. And that Pop-Up Parade was fairly well made, surprisingly. Maybe that was one of the older Pop-Up Parades. The older ones are much better, and the recent ones in the recent year or two, yeah, they are full of problems, right? So given how simple this figure is, I doubt that Good Smile is going to screw it up. So if you want to pre-order this one, maybe go ahead, but I don't think she will be difficult to find after release. The next one here from Senki Jesho Sympho Gear, we have Shirabe Tsukuyomi Gear Inner Version 1/7 scale by Hobby Stock. 21,000 yen isn't too bad of a price by today's standards, but at the same time, this is a rather simple figure. Man, that is one flexible body over there. Looks like something figure skaters or ballet dancers come up with. Oh yeah, she is wearing skating boots. I just saw that. Yeah, to those of you who like Senki Jesho Sympho Gear, there are not many options in the market, so you might want to pick up this one by pre-ordering it. Yeah, the series was really famous for mostly the music, Nana Mizuki. 5 whole seasons. You don't see anime getting 5 seasons nowadays. So yeah, this is something I can recommend to fans of this franchise, this series. And lastly, for this day, Pop-Up Parade, Double SS Dyna Xenon, we have Yume Minami, 4,080 yen. Yeah, wait for after release. Can't recommend pre-ordering Pop-Up Parades. That is all for the 20th of April. We go down to 19th of April, no scale figures at all. 18th of April, there are 3 scale figures on this day. The first one here from the League of Legends, Maven of the Strings, 1/7 scale Sona, for 26,000 yen by Myethos. That totally looks like something Myethos would do. It is like, when you look at the figure, the vibe and the character design going on the figure, you can kind of tell this has to be from a Chinese company. Yeah, they're beginning to have some kind of trademark with the kind of figures they do, not necessarily a bad thing. As for this figure, isn't this just a League of Legends version of Hatsune Miku? It looks like Hatsune Miku, but by a different artist, different art style, you know? Yeah, but this is one amazingly detailed figure. The amount of details you can find on Myethos figures nowadays, they are nothing to laugh at, right? This is great. Look at that. Yeah, that is a traditional Chinese music instrument, I think. Yeah. Man, I don't play the game League of Legends, so I am unable to appreciate characters like this one over here. The character design isn't really up my alley either, but you can't deny this is a great figure. For those of you who collect LOL stuff, yes, pre-order this one if you like what you're looking at. Myethos, they make great figures actually. The second one here, H, is that pronounced as H? H Technical Statue, Shiemi Ishibai. Sailor Uniform version, this is by Union Creative, 17,600 yen. I have no idea what this character is. This looks like Hatsune Miku, but already dead, and she went to Zombieland Saga to be the next idol as a zombie, you know? Yeah. A bit of that steampunk zombie vibe going on with this figure. not something I'll buy either, but I am really attracted by the paint gradient on her hair over there. I mean, look at those dark red, dark maroon to red, and then the very edges of the hair, it is almost white. I love this kind of paint job. And if Union Creative can deliver as what is being depicted in these official product photos, 17,600 yen is not too bad of a price for this figure. Yeah, but this isn't my cup of tea. This isn't something I like. These zombie-like characters, you know? Next one here, oh boy. Comic Shingeki Taihei Tenkyoku cover girl. Sakurazawa Yuka 1/7 skill, or 1/5 skill by A+. Whenever I see the name A+, plus the skill of 1/5, I knew that the boobs over there, they are going to be like Y cup or Z cup. They are going to be humongous. This thing is 19,000 yen. Yeah, A+, they make huge figures at a very low price. So let's click on this. Hopefully it won't be too NS. Oh boy. I knew it. I knew it. No, I'm not going to scroll any further. And I don't understand why people like figures like this or body proportions like this, but I guess that everyone has their own taste. But no, this isn't something I would collect. And that is all for the 18th of April. We quickly move down to the 17th of April. 3 more scale figures. Yeah, that Azalane and that Shana over there, those are image updates. They were on pre-order for weeks already. The first one here from Love Live School Idol Festival All-Stars. We have a 1/7 scale Yo Watanabe. From Alter, almost 27,000 yen. That is more or less an okay price for an Alter figure. Their figures are great. I mean, look at the outfits over there, the details. Yeah, Alter is really good with the details departments of their figures, and they don't screw up the paint job despite the complexity of the figures they make. This is by no means a complex figure in any way, but the outfit, man, that is not easy to paint. I won't even dare to try if you ask me to paint a garage kit with this kind of detail, even though this is a simple figure. Speaking of Love Live, I'm actually surprised that Love Live is still alive. Yeah, somehow, I know that it is very popular in Japan, but to me, the recent season, there were 2 seasons, the recent series wasn't really that popular compared to the first 2. Yeah, I like the figure actually. I like the character design of the figure, but I don't collect Love Live anymore. I used to collect Love Live. I actually still have a few of the figures. And this figure over here also by Alter in this wetsuit. Yeah, I love this figure. This is until today one of my favorite Alter Love Live figures. Yeah. So no, I'm not pre-ordering this figure of Yo Watanabe. The next one here, this is a re-release. We have a 1/7 scale Yoshiko Tsushima for 24,000 yen. That is a great price for an Alter figure. Very detailed as well. So if you missed out the first release, I think it was sometime back in year 2020. This is your chance. Go and pre-order this one if you are a big fan of Love Live. Yeah. Chunibyo character in Aquas. Yeah. Really, you can't go wrong with Alter figures in general, right? So if you like what you're looking at, yeah, just pre-order it if you want to feel safe. And lastly, from Tonikawa Over the Moon for You, we have Tsukasa Yuzaki Shiromuku 1/7 scale by Furyu, 32,000 yen. This is like Furyu's trademark series of figures. If Ring is doing B-style on every figure, yeah, Furyu is doing Shiromuku on every figure. This character is from a seasonal anime, a fairly popular one. 32,000 yen is on the expensive side of things, yes, because last week, Furyu also tried to sell us a 1/7 scale of Megumin with this amazing setup, amazing diorama base with all those effect parts. That was 32,000 yen as well. So why is this also 32,000 yen? So when you start comparing, yeah, this one feels expensive, but I'm sure that this figure will sell quite a few units because the anime was fairly popular. Seasonal anime stuff, I tend to not touch them, right? Yeah, but you can look at all the intricate details on the Shiromuku or the outfit. I certainly do appreciate that. Nice figure, but that is about it. Not my cup of tea as well. And that is all for scale figure pre-orders for the week 17th to 22nd of April 2023. Nothing catches my eye this week, so my wallet breathes a sigh of relief once again. Which figure will you pre-order this week? Let me know down in the comments below, and until then, see you guys again very soon. Thank you very much, and Goodbye.